I got that mo better blues, I wanna do better. I got that mo better blues, I wanna do better. I got that mo better blues, I wanna do better. My aim set for the sky, so I wrote 2 letters.
So really fast, the 10 keys for unlocking your quick brain. So, and we can do it together. Number 1 is good brain food, all right? Good brain food, because you are what you eat. What you eat matters, especially to your gray matter. All right, number 2 is killing ants. Automatic negative thoughts, your self-talk. Okay. So the third thing, exercise. Number 4, brain nutrients. If you're low on B vitamins, if you're low on DHA, then you're gonna have cognitive issues, right? So supplement. Number 5 is positive peer group. We know who you spend time with is who you become. 6th thing for your brain, clean environment, clean air, clean water, because there's a lot of pollutants that's not good for your cognition, right? Number 7, sleep. This is a big one for so many people. Number 8 is brain protection. Meaning that, like I work with a lot of athletes, high-performer athletes. Concussions are a big deal. 9th key to keeping your brain alive is new learnings. Number 10, stress management.
Yo, what up, YouTube? Welcome to Sinn-Take, man. My name is Jason, coming back with another one, man. And look, man, I like clips like that because, listen, when I play clips like the one you just watched, right? It's good information in that. You know what I mean? It's gems being dropped. More things that can help us elevate and become the best versions of ourselves, which is the number 1 goal, right? So in that clip, he just explaining, how to have quick brain. You ever see somebody who come up with things quick? They got quick reactions, and they all around. You can just tell that they brain health is good. You know what I mean? They could think of things just quickly. They math skills is quick. They could read good. They could just do all of these things. They just have quick thoughts. You know what I mean? They could react to things quicker. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all, I'm pretty sure y'all heard of brain exercises, but when we think of that stuff, we just really don't pay it no attention. But there really is good things out there that you could do to help with your thinking. That's good for your brain, so you can have a quick brain like you see some of these geniuses have. So I made the list because I ain't got good memory like that to where I could watch a video and remember everything that he said. But for one, he named brain food. You know what I mean? Now, he didn't explain brain food, but I did my own research, and it's a lot of leafy greens. You know what I mean? It's a lot of vegetables, stuff that's just good for you. You know what I mean? It's healthy eating, So take that into consideration, instead of just stuffing yourself with all this unhealthy food and shit like that. I understand sometimes we got a craving for something and it is what it is. We go get what we want, but that is not brain food. We need brain food. We need shit that's being grown. Fruits, vegetables, stuff that has seeds in it, that has the seeds, you know what I mean? That was grown from this earth, you know what I mean? That was grown from trees, nuts, stuff like that. Just good brain food. That's good for you. It's good for your brain, 2, he said killing ants. Now, that doesn't mean killing ants, literally. Killing ants is really like having negative thoughts, right? Killing ants is not good for your brain. That's not good for quick brain. You ain't gonna have a quick brain having negative thoughts all the time, so you gotta try to erase that shit. Yeah, and when you having negative thoughts all the time, that's called killing ants. You know what I mean? You just killing ants, man. You just having nothing but negative thoughts and you think negative about everything. You gotta try to shake that shit. I told y'all before, that's not good for you anyways, just having negative thoughts. So you need to control your mind. And when you start to think negative, find ways to get your mind off of it and get that shit out of there, because it's not good for you. You know what I mean? A lot of people like to sit and fester in their negative thoughts and then wondering why they can't think straight and they so brought down and all of that shit's because they thinking negative. They always thinking negative thoughts, and then they feeding into those negative thoughts, and then they can't find a way to get them out of their head and do something that can get them away from that. You know what I'm saying? So let's not do that. Negative thoughts are no good. You know what I mean? But exercise which is number 3. That's good for your brain. Exercise is good for your brain. It keeps the blood flowing. You know what I mean? It's just good for your mind. You know what I mean? A lot of people that don't work out, right? They don't even know that it makes their brain shrink. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not enough air, not enough blood flow, like how a person that exercise does. You know what I'm saying? When you exercise, it works on your lungs, so your breathing is good. When you breathing good, it helps with your blood flow, and your blood is flowing all through your brain, so you got to get that shit flowing. You know what I mean? You got to get that shit flowing, and it helps with quick brain. You know, you want to think quick, you want to think on your toes and shit like that. You need to incorporate exercise in your life. You know, it's more good than just being healthy on the outside and the exterior and muscles and all of that shit. Exercise helped me personally get my mind right. It helped me think about what I'm gonna do the next day, and it just does something for me that just doing other shit couldn't do. Exercise to me is the best thing that I could do. It puts my mind at ease, and guess what? It just does something all around for my all around confidence, self-esteem, everything. It just makes me feel different while I'm doing it and after I get it done. You know what I mean? So exercise is definitely good for unlocking your quick brain. You know what I mean? Brain nutrients. You know what I mean? Make sure you're getting vitamin B. You know, that's over the counter. You could go ahead and pick that up, and it's good for your brain and shit like that. You know, number 5, positive peer group, who you hang around. You know what I mean? Like I said, you are who you hang around. So guess what? If you hanging around nothing but negative motherfuckers with negative energy that vibrate low, guess what? That's gonna make you that. So and number 1, you're not gonna learn nothing from people like that. You're gonna learn about bullshit, what's going on in the hood, what's going on in the entertainment, and that does nothing for you. Because that's all motherfuckers sit around and talk about what other people got that's up there in life. You know, they want to sit there and argue about who the best rapper and all of that other shit. Who doing this in sports, who the best athletes, this and that shit. Listen, it does nothing for your brain. If you just sitting around people that's all they talk about, bruh, that's not a positive peer group. You're not learning nothing from them. You know what I mean? You're not getting good energy from them. You're not getting really nothing. So you got to watch who you hang around too, man. You got to be around what you want to be and aspire to be sometimes. You got to be around positive people when you want to be positive. So you are who you hang around with. You need to be around a positive peer group. You know what I mean? 6, clean environment. You know what I mean? And we know that some shit in our environment we can't control. We can't control air pollution and shit like that. You know what I mean? But inside of your crib, listen, you can control that. You know what I mean? You could get those fans that you put in the window that keep that bad air out, that blow that shit out, but blow clean air in. You could get stuff like that. You know what I mean? Water. You know what I mean? That has something to do with a clean environment as well. You know what I mean? So make sure you're not drinking all that fluoride and all them chemicals that's coming out of that tap water. That shit is not good for you, and it's poison. Fluoride is poison, and all those chemicals in there, it's infecting your body. And you got to think, when you drink water, water flows all through your bloodstream. So go get you a filter. They got cheap filters out there. You could just put it right on your faucet, and it'll block all of that shit out there that they putting in this water and killing people slowly, all right? So make sure you got a clean environment. And by the way, I'm going to throw in my own. Make sure your crib is clean. You know what I mean? You can't be around all that chaos and dirt and all that shit, bogus dishes all in the sink, the floor ain't vacuumed, toys everywhere, food everywhere. Listen, nobody should be living like that. Kings definitely don't live like that, man. Cleanliness is next to godliness, so make sure you taking care of that, all right? One of my problems, the next one, number 7, sleep. You have to get you good sleep. That's a problem for a lot of people. If you're not getting good sleep, listen, you're not the only one. I'm right here with you. I do not get good sleep like that. I'm up and down in the middle of the night. I'm a late bird. I'm a night owl. You know what I mean? But you gotta try to get you some sleep. If you ain't got nothing else on the table to do and you knocked it out already, don't stay up trying to fight it, watching movies and doing all that extra shit. If you got work done and you could get to bed early because we need that motherfucking sleep. And it's easier said than done, but sometimes, listen, they got melatonin at GNC, Walgreens, Walmart. Go get you some melatonin. It usually tastes good. It's a little pill. You can put it right under your tongue. They even got gummies now. You know what I mean? You could grab you a melatonin gummy. Before you know it, your ass is slipping into a good sleep, all right? So make sure you're getting your sleep. 8. Brain protection. You know what I mean? And what I mean by brain protection is like he said in the clip, man. You know, the old boy work with athletes, and obviously y'all know that concussions are not good for you. So you got to protect your brain and don't be out here taking hits and getting into all types of unnecessary fights, getting your head beat in and all that other shit, getting concussed. You don't need that. That ain't good for your brain. All right. 9. New learns. That means that you need to be out here learning something new that will get your brain going. You know what I mean? The thing is, with your brain, right? Your brain is for thinking. Your brain operates every move that you make. Like, I could do this. I wouldn't be able to do this if my brain didn't work. I wouldn't be able to talk or articulate anything if my brain didn't work. It does those basic things. But guess what? You still also got to get those mind wheels turning and start learning new things, because, listen, knowledge is power, okay? And it's good for the brain just to be learning something new. That will definitely help unlock your quick brain, because you learning something new. You put more things in there to store and keep those wheels grinding in there. Make sure you on top of that. Learn something new. You know what I mean? And listen, last but not motherfucking least, is stress management. Listen, we seeing too many people suffer heart attacks, strokes, you know what I mean? Slipping into depression, anxiety, and all of that because they stressing the fuck out way too much. All right? Shit that you can't control, you need to let that shit go. A lot of y'all letting these kids stress y'all out. Some of y'all letting y'all grown-ass kids stress y'all out. Let that shit go. Some of y'all letting things that's out of your control, 100%, way out of your fucking control, you letting that shit stress you the fuck out. And it's like, why? You can't control that. You didn't do that. You can't control how people behave. You can't control who wearing a mask and who ain't. You can't control who vaccinated and who ain't. And these are just examples of the things that people letting stress themselves. They stressing themselves out about. They stressing themselves out about shit that they can't even control, bro. That shouldn't even concern you. Why are you so upset and stressing yourself out over the actions of others? And the things that's out of your control? You mad at the weather and stressing about things that you can't control, people that you can't control, the things that's going on in the environment that you can't control, people on social media posting this and that you can't control. Listen, things that you can't control, bro, let it go. Let it go. No way you should be stressing about shit like that. But stress management is number 10, man. You gotta get this shit in check right now, because stress leads to so many other things that is unnecessary and that you don't need in your life. So get on top of that, all right? Man, and listen, that's my word, man. All right, now. Yeah, that's my word, man. So y'all take care, man. That is the top 10 things to unlock your quick brain, and we gonna need these shits in these times. Right now ain't the time for a bunch of dumb motherfuckers running around, because guess what? It's enough dumb asses that's running around doing God knows what, doing crazy shit and all of that shit. So we need to be thinking on our toes and know how to react quick and unlocking our brain so we can find bigger and better things to do, so we could learn more, so we could adapt well, so we could become closer to the Most High, so we could gain this knowledge and all of that shit, so we could manifest, man. All we about over here is growth, and that's what we gonna continue to do, all right? And that's my word, man. My name Sinn, it's Sinn-Take. Holla at y'all later, man. Peace.
I got that mo better blues, I wanna do better. I got that mo better blues, I wanna do better. I got that mo better blues, I wanna do better. My aim set for the sky, so I wrote 2 letters.